You ever get that feeling, sitting in your seat at Soldier Field, that the wind off Lake Michigan is carrying more than just the cold? It's carrying the sense that something big is about to break. This is Bears News Fan Report, and if you believe the Chicago Bears are standing one bold move away from flipping the entire NFC on its head, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's talk about what could be the most seismic defensive addition this city has seen since the day Khalil Mack walked through the doors. We've rebuilt the offense around Caleb Williams, reshaped the trenches, and added toughness in the middle. But anyone who's watched the last few seasons knows our defense still has a hole in its heart. Sure, we've got grinders and gamers, but where's the predator who makes offensive coordinators lose sleep? Where's the guy who doesn't just get sacks, but wrecks entire game plans? Now imagine this, a 26-year-old wrecking ball, already one of the most feared defenders in the NFL, suddenly available because of a contract standoff too big for even the Dallas Cowboys to contain. You don't get shots like this often. Players like that don't just hit the market. They're pried away at a cost that feels impossible. Until you remember what it felt like in 2018, when Ryan Pace pushed the chips in and brought Mack to Chicago. That deal changed everything. It gave us swagger, it gave us identity, it gave us belief. And now Ryan Poles, who's already shown he's not afraid to swing big, could have the chance to do it again. Yeah, the price will be steep, multiple first-rounders. Maybe more, but can you put a price on a guy who's the best at his position, who's still got room to grow, and who could instantly make this 27th-ranked defense play like a top 5 unit? Think about the division Jordan Love's precision passing, Jared Goff's clean pockets, Kirk Cousins finding rhythm. What happens when every one of those QBs knows that the snap might be the start of a sprint for their life? It's not just sacks, it's the ripple effect. Hurried throws, turnovers, shorter drives, better field position, and more chances for our young offense to put points on the board. The Bears have the cap space. They have the motivation. They have a fan base starving for that feeling again. The one where you walk into the stadium already knowing your defense will dictate the game. And if Ryan Poles makes this move, he's not just making a trade. He's planting the flag and telling the rest of the league the Chicago Bears are no longer rebuilding. They're here to hunt. And the question is, are we about to watch it happen? If you believe the Bears are finally waking up and staring destiny right in the face, hit that like button, drop your wildest predictions in the comments, and let's finish what we started. Because what's on the table right now isn't just a roster upgrade. It's a complete rewriting of who the Chicago Bears are in this league. Imagine it. Micah Parsons, the most feared defensive player in football, lining up in navy and orange, stalking quarterbacks under the unforgiving glare of a December sky at Soldier Field. This isn't just about adding another piece to the puzzle. This is about taking the entire board, flipping it over, and daring the rest of the NFL to try and keep up. We've seen what happens when the Bears have a game wrecker. History tells us it changes everything. In 2018, Khalil Mack turned our defense into a nightmare for offensive coordinators. And even with flaws elsewhere, his presence alone carried us to 2 playoff runs in 3 years. Now picture a player younger, faster, and even more disruptive. A guy who hasn't even hit his ceiling yet. Parsons isn't just a sack artist. He's a one-man momentum swing. Last season alone, he racked up double-digit sacks for the 3rd straight year, led the league in quarterback pressures, and still found ways to blow up run plays like a middle linebacker. Opposing offenses spend entire weeks game planning just to try and neutralize him and still fail. Now drop him into a division where Jared Goff had all day to throw last year, where Jordan Love picked defenses apart from clean pockets, and where Kirk Cousins, if healthy, will be looking to carve up secondaries. You change that equation, you change the NFC North. And make no mistake, the ripple effect would be seismic. Parsons on the edge means Hutchinson isn't the only monster in the division. And for once, it's Detroit worrying about our pass rush instead of the other way around. It means turnovers, short fields for Caleb Williams, and a defense that can win games outright when the offense stumbles. Think about how that would feel, walking in the Soldier Field knowing the defense isn't just capable of holding the line, but of breaking the opponent's will before halftime. Picture him on 3rd and long, the stadium vibrating with noise, and an entire offensive line knowing they have no answer. That's psychological warfare before the ball is even snapped. The price will be steep, sure. Jerry Jones will want multiple first-round picks, maybe a young starter or two. But what's the alternative? Playing it safe, hoping the draft produces someone even half as dominant, knowing full well the odds are against it. We've played that waiting game for years, watching other teams go bold while we settle for potential. And the truth is, windows in the NFL don't stay open long. Caleb's rookie deal gives us financial flexibility right now that disappears in a heartbeat once you start paying a franchise quarterback. Parsons isn't just a luxury. He's a move you make when you smell blood in the water. The NFC isn't. Loaded with unbeatable juggernauts, it's there for the taking if you have the guts to grab it, and there's more to it than sacks and highlights. Parsons changes the way this team carries itself. He makes the secondary more aggressive because they know the ball's coming out faster. He makes the linebackers cleaner because blockers are too busy trying to contain him. He even makes the offense better by giving them shorter fields and more possessions. In a league where games are often decided by a single possession, that swing is massive. You can build your whole identity around a player like this, and in Chicago, identity matters. The Monsters of the Midway weren't just a nickname, they were a warning. And right now, that warning has been a whisper for too long. Imagine the headline: Bears land Parsons, signal end of rebuild. Picture the first snap with him on the field, the roar from the crowd, the left tackle sweating before the ball is even snapped, the quarterback's eyes darting, knowing what's coming. That's not just football. That's intimidation. That's identity. We've been chasing that feeling since '85, flirting with it in flashes but never sustaining it. Parsons could be the anchor that brings it all back. And for the fans, for every one of us who's worn the jersey through cold nights and crushing losses, it will be the moment we finally get to stand up and say, the Monsters of the Midway are back. The opportunity is right there, dangling, like a turnover begging to be scooped and run back for 6. The only question left is, will Ryan Poles make the hit, plant the quarterback in the turf, and swing the momentum of an entire franchise? Or will we once again watch another shot at greatness slip through our fingers, wondering what could have been while someone else hoists the Lombardi? Because in this league, hesitation isn't just dangerous, it's deadly.